I forgot how to do it. It's been so long. Oh, there we go. We
All
figured it
right.
out. Look at your
Oh my
big bald
gosh.
head.
That's me
It's been a while.
drinking my milkshake. I haven't had this milkshake for 2 weeks.
Well, oh yeah, I guess, yeah.
Well, yeah, at the top of the show, please let the people know what happened to your dumbass last week.
I was sick. I got sick. I don't even know how to explain it because it's the weirdest.
Do you know what you had?
No, I have no clue. Listo. No.
That's what I mean. I think part of you actually believes you had
No, I
listeria or
don't believe
whatever.
I had listo. I think the thing is if it was a normal sickness, like usually you get a fever and I got the aches, right? You get the aches or a sore throat. I had none of that shit. You know what I mean? Maybe I had fever and I just didn't realize it because I was hot, but I thought it was just hot out or hot in my room.
Mm.
What the fuck did you say,
He means
listo?
listeria. I don't know. I didn't think listeria was common enough to gain a nickname, but whatever.
It's cool though, isn't it? Listo. I got the
Yeah.
listo. No, but I don't know how to explain it other than like I got really bad brain. Ugh.
Mm.
It was super hard to focus and concentrate on anything. Like it was aggravating. Jim, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the
Thanks,
sub and the
Jim.
biddies. Okay.
Jim was literally 40 feet from me right now.
Yeah, did he tell you? Like, I'm gonna send one in, bro. I'm gonna
No,
toss
he
one.
did not. He did not tell me that. Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
it was a
So,
very strange thing. And it was like up and down. Like I was good one day and I was bad. It started on Sunday, and then Monday I'm like I feel better, and then Monday night I felt like shit, and then Tuesday I felt better, and then Wednesday, yeah, because we streamed Tuesday, right?
yeah.
And then Wednesday I felt so bad that like it was like a hour before the podcast when I'm like I told you I'm like I think I gotta call it, and I fucking was
Yeah.
laying in my bed
And
and
you called it.
I've passed out for like 2 hours or something like that.
Right. And then I was going to make an announcement that we're canceling it, but we discovered when I knew. I mean, I didn't discover shit. I already knew. I don't have the ability to make an announcement in your stupid Discord.
How did you? How
And
did you?
I still don't.
How did you already know?
I just because I
Because you
clicked
tried
on
making it.
announcements and I can't do anything.
You were trying to make
Right?
announcements before last Wednesday.
No, I had just when you click in the channel, it shows you don't have permission.
Oh, oh. I gave you mod. I don't know. I have to. I have to deep
Yeah.
dive the server settings. I don't know
So
how to do
any
that.
crazy changes, you still got to go to says the unreliable one.
How dare you? I was sick one time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Fine. We're back now. Episode 19.
Well, here's the other thing. Okay, this is
Okay.
unreliable with music. That's for sure. I have great music. You lunatic.
Yeah, people like my choices. That's all.
Yeah, whatever. She just fucking wants to suck up to you. Um. So maybe a little TMI, but when that Sunday when it all started, speaking of the Tao of Pooh,
Uh-huh.
oh wait, I guess I talked about this on Tuesday because we did stream Tuesday during Core Keeper or whatever last Tuesday.
Okay.
Um,
Yesterday.
no, the week before because this
Oh.
happened that Sunday, right when I first got
Sure.
sick. I shit my brains out 5 times,
Yeah.
which I poop like every other day. 5 in one day is insane.
I mean,
For me.
yeah, that's a big swing.
Yeah,
sure.
for me.
I think it varies a lot between person to person.
But also, okay, so then the other thing about this being this sickness was like I had that fog brainy shit, and it made me, I don't know how else to explain this. Like it made me have this weird I don't know if this is the right word, but like dissociative. Like I felt like not myself or like out of like kind of like I don't know how to explain it. It was very weird.
Did you have an out of body experience?
No, it
Are
wasn't
you
like
going
I
to
was
talk about seeing the light?
No, I wasn't like out of my body. I just didn't feel like me. I don't know how else to explain it. It was very weird. And the foggy brainy shit. And then I was super anxious. I had a fucking panic attack on Sunday, which I haven't had in like 5 years. Maybe more. I guess that's not true. I think I had a little one time. No, not like this. This was like a really real panic attack. It only lasted a couple minutes or whatever, but I was like, I don't miss this shit. What the fuck? I have MS, so I can understand the brain fog. What? I didn't know that.
Dang. Sorry to hear that, Lila.
Oh.
Yeah, it really puts whatever you had in perspective.
Sounds Lissy like. Does it actually? I don't. Here's the reason I don't think it is, because I've since then, my mom said she had something similar, but it only lasted like a day or two. I know a couple other people who've had like weird, kind of like stomach bugs, where they like shit their brains out for a day or two. I just meant the pooping. Oh yeah. So I don't know. Maybe there's some weird bug going on. I don't know, but it was terrible.
All right, we missed a pod, but now we're here to make up for it.
We are. And so
top of the show,
we're gonna double down. It's gonna be an 8-hour pod.
No, actually, it's the opposite. We've decided to try to keep it to 2.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, we'll see how well that goes. I'm sure we can manage it.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
Okay, so we got to talk about our homework, right? That we promised to do last week. We have it for this week.
2 weeks I didn't get to it. Sorry.
Me,
Yeah.
nice try. Okay, I decided to do some stand up, and I'm prepared.
Ooh, I'm nervous for you, dude.
And you, and you
nervous.
had to do the light lifting and research the Tao of Pooh.
Oh, okay. So let me just preface
We're gonna
this.
let you go first. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me preface this.
Into this homework.
So last week when I was all brain fogged, I was watching this. I no joke. I watched this video on repeat for like a half an hour, maybe an hour, and it's like a 6-minute video. I watched it so many times, and then I watched it a couple more times this past week just to stay freshened up on some of the core tenets of the Tao of Pooh.
So yeah, so tell us about it. Tell us what the Tao of Pooh is.
Okay, so basically, from what I understand, it's an explanation of Taoism through Winnie the Pooh. Okay? And the main things that they kind of touch on were, it seems kind of like a, I don't know, some of the things that you see in a lot of religions, right? I think Taoism's a religion, right? Or is it just a philosophy? Is it different?
I think it's more of a philosophy, but I wouldn't know unless I looked into it.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I thought maybe you knew, because that is kind of up your alley, right?
Jim yelled that it's a philosophy.
Okay.
Even though I just said that.
Okay. Well, I believe Jim more. I trust Jim. It does.
Watching Combat Craig. Okay.
Who's that? What's that?
Some vet who makes YouTube videos.
About what?
About like all vet related shit.
You ever see the one where it's a YouTube channel?
No, you're talking about Taoism.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, the things about Winnie the Pooh, Taoism. So they talk about pretty much that Winnie the Pooh is like the epitome of it, in that he keeps his life simple. All right.
Yeah.
And some of the important parts were let me try to think here. Okay, so there's a lot about individuality, right? You're a unique person in that, like, no one else is like you. You're super unique, and that you shouldn't really fight. You shouldn't really fight to be something that you're not. You shouldn't really like try too hard to be something you're not. Why are you laughing?
No.
It sounds like.
Going.
Why does it sound like you're holding back laughter?
We'll talk about it after the Tao of Pooh.
Why? See, Stas, is it because of someone
keep talking.
And then they had this other part about it. Kind of had that thing. I think it's a Christian saying or a Christian prayer or whatever. That's like, God, please grant me the courage to change the things I can.
Okay, so it's about going with the flow.
Yeah, a lot of going with the flow, where it's like, this is harder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that's why you should write a note or two.
I'm not writing no notes.
one. All you have to do is type a couple of not even sentences, a couple of bullet points.
Bullet points. I should just be able to remember this, shouldn't I? Am I getting old?
No, you just talked about fog brain.
I mean, yeah, but that was. I think I'm better now.
I mean, you're supposed to be talking to an audience. It's not ludicrous to write a few reminders for yourself.
Yeah, that's the one, Moon. That's the one. Well, the first couple parts. They had the thing that was like that, and the video or the book, I guess, takes it from one of the songs where it's like, what does it say? It was like, a bird can fly, but a fly can't bird. It's like, just be who you are. Some people can do things and others can't. A fish can't whistle and neither can I, and that's just like accept things that you can't do. And yeah, I don't know. I think that's pretty much it. You're unique. You're special. Don't force things. Don't try to be things you aren't. It's not good for anyone. Keep your life simple. I'll be honest, I kind of relate to it.
Right.
That's kind of how I rock my jam.
That's why I said to read up on it.
Oh, because you think I'm that? That's right.
Yeah.
You did give me a little Pooh. You little Pooh, little Tig.
Yeah.
Why am I Tig again?
I don't know, because you get a little wild sometimes.
I don't think I get that wild.
Yeah, I mean, that's the rager part of you is more Tigger, I guess.
What's wild about that is these are polar opposite characters.
I know.
Am I bipolar?
No.
Good. All right.
Okay.
So now that everyone knows about the Pooh.
Now that we've done one piece of the homework, I'm going to before we get started, I have to say a few things. One, while you were talking about Taoism, I had a hastily written note thrown underneath my door demanding I get to the stand-up already.
Oh yeah, you didn't have time for this shit.
Yeah, my audience of one out there was really anxious to hear what my very bad stand-up.
I love that he respects your boundaries and just sent you a note. He didn't come barging in like, where is it?
Right.
It's classy.
Well, he didn't want to interrupt the stream, which he is excited to hear every week. Okay, so yeah, what?
I was gonna say, but I mean, how long are you there for? A month?
3 weeks or so.
At some point, we got to do a gym episode, right?
Well, if he's up for it.
If he's up for it, he can tell us all about what is it? Combat Greg.
Combat Greg.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna preface this, everybody. One, if you're not familiar with stand-up, okay, you have to realize that stand-up comedians are bad for a very long time, okay, before they're actually funny. So please don't have any expectations here. Two, this could get dark, okay?
What do you mean dark?
It's gonna get dark, okay?
Like going dark humor?
Matter. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
But just so everyone knows, Stas has been in stand-up for like 3 years, so you can expect the good shit now.
Shut up. All right. Okay, I need you to do a little opener.
Okay.
Like you're the host and you're gonna bring me up on stage.
Okay. I don't know how to do that. Tonight we have Stasso, the comedian. Everyone clap. Like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
All right. Thank you, everybody. How we doing tonight?
Good.
Yeah. Any teachers out there? Anybody used to be a teacher? I was. Anyway, those videos that crop up every now and again where a police officer is just like manhandling a student in school? Just like body slamming them or dragging them by their hair or whatever. Horrible, right? Yeah. Teachers love that shit. Now, I mean, teachers, I'm not saying like teachers hate children, all right? Most of the children they love. That's the reason they show up, right? It gets them excited to be a teacher, right? But kids are like any other group of people. There's just a few assholes in the bunch that just ruin things for everyone, right? It just makes you not want to show up, right? They're just like mini wastes of human flesh that turn into adult wastes of human flesh. It's the worst. And you knew kids like that when you were younger, and you know people like that now. And if you don't, yeah, I mean, maybe look in the mirror.
Hmm.
So when a teacher sees a kid being brutalized, right, what they're seeing is their own violent fantasies being taken out on this piece of shit who shows up every day and ruins their classroom. And you might say, no, stop. That doesn't happen. No, it does. Okay. All right. You can't be living in a happy fantasy land where a teacher doesn't daydream about a student having a locker cast into the shape of their skull, because some of these bastards absolutely need that in their life. And as a teacher for a decade, I can attest to that. Let me paint you a picture. All right. I walk into the teacher's cafeteria, right? And this is the 40 minutes where teachers have time to speak with other adults, no kids around, all right? And everyone's gathered around Mrs. Jablonski's first generation iPad, right? Not Mrs. Jablonski, you might say. She's so sweet. She's 83 and she still has to work because her husband has a gambling problem, all right? She's the worst one. So I'll be in there. One of the other teachers will look up, a gleam in their eye, and say, "There's been another one." And then we'd watch. And it all starts off so innocent, you know? Everyone's so concerned. "Oh no, the poor honey. What a monster this cop is. I can't believe it." And if we left it at that, there wouldn't be an issue, right? But then we rewatch. It's dead silent. Everyone just wants to take it in, you know? Then at the end of the second viewing, those magic words, the words that open the floodgates, someone always says it. "I wonder what that kid said." Because that's how these videos work. 1 minute, everything looks calm and ordinary, and then suddenly an absolute explosion of violence. And you wonder, what did this little piece of shit say that got a grown man to completely lose his mind on a child? What got them so pissed that they decided to throw a handcuffed kid to the ground head first, potentially ruining their career? And I say potentially because we live in America. You know? Those are Mrs. Jablonski's favorites. She loves when they land awkwardly on their neck. She disappears into the bathroom for 15 minutes after those.
Stop. She's
All right,
83.
that's it. That's it.
She's 83.
That's the bit.
Okay.
I told you it was dark.
That's not dark. She's 83. This is fucking smut. Okay. I have to ask this.
What?
Did you actually do this? Is this
No.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I've never been in the teacher's room, man. I don't know what you guys are doing in there.
When you do see these videos, okay, and I don't know, Larla, maybe this is a uniquely American experience, but they exist. They exist you see them pretty often around here. You think to as a teacher, you think to yourself, this guy, or it's almost always a male officer, this guy doesn't just decide to just throw an 80-pound kid into some lockers for no reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously this 13-year-old punk says something that just completely gets under this adult's skin.
Unhinges
I'm not justifying the behavior. I'm not saying it's fine. I'm saying that there's a trigger.
Are these cops in these videos? I don't really know what videos you're talking about, to be honest.
Oh,
but are these cops, or are these what do they have, like campus security or whatever?
No, they have school resource officers, which are police officers.
Oh, they are actually? Okay.
Yes. They're just that's their beat. Their beat is the school, at least part of the time.
Oh, interesting. I guess we did have one growing up. I do remember that now that you say that.
I mean, there are also security. I mean, I think more and more schools are getting actual police.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we get the police are involved at all levels of education around here. So, all
Um,
right. And I guess it was anticlimactic, but that was it. That was my thing.
well, it swelled, and then the old lady perverted herself, and yeah, it wasn't that
Yeah.
bad. You know what it was? It felt like a story. You know?
Well, yeah, that's kind of the idea. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you're a storyteller, so it kind of works.
Shut up, Jim.
Shut your mouth, Jim. Why don't you have Jim prepare stand up for next week, and he can come on the
Yeah,
show?
maybe. Yeah, well, maybe we will.
He's got some Combat Craig stories. Combat Craig, dude, what a name! I bet you that guy's crushing it. How many viewers does that guy have?
More than us.
Well,
So
duh.
he probably is. Um, yeah. So
If her husband wasn't around, oh yeah, because he's off gambling.
yeah.
Do you know Miss Jablansky?
Mrs. Jablonski is not a made up name. I did have there was a Mrs. Jablonski when I was growing up, but she wasn't a teacher. She was a cafeteria monitor.
A cafeteria the lunch lady?
Yeah, well, she was just a cafeteria lady. She walked around with a dirty ass rag and ran it over the tables in a weird attempt to clean them.
Well, because you get the crumbs off. I mean, that's better than nothing, right?
Yeah, maybe, but that water was gray as fuck.
Oh, dude. Did you have a bunch of lunch ladies at yours for like hot? Did you get hot lunch? Did you do hot lunch in high school? Well,
I mean, I didn't get it, but the cafeteria had it.
what'd you do? You had cold lunches from home?
Yeah, well,
You were that fucking kid, didn't you? Had a fucking sandwich
I
and gushers every day, didn't you?
I didn't even eat lunch. Okay, so let me dish a little bit, okay?
Okay.
I stopped bringing lunch in middle school. Um, I would get $1.50 every day in middle school, but what I would do is they used to have a snack bar, okay, in addition to the lunch line. And I thought to myself, what the fuck am I bothering with this lunch for? I'll just go spend all my money at the snack bar. So my lunch every day for all of seventh and eighth grade was either 4 hot pretzels, if they had hot pretzels, or soft pretzels. They're called either way, right? And on days they didn't have them, I would get 4 ice cream sandwiches.
I have so many questions already.
Right? And that was lunch.
I have so many questions.
Sometimes, rarely I brought, but that was lunch for seventh and eighth grade.
Okay, so first off, I think you need to tell Larla what a gusher is.
Okay, a gusher is a fruit snack, a fruit gummy, a little
Fruit used very loosely.
yeah, fruit's very loose, but I should probably. I mean, they have fruit snacks, right? I don't who knows what they call them. You know what I mean? A fruit snack with like liquid in it. It's not quite jelly, but it's more liquidy than that. But I don't know. I couldn't call it any. You wouldn't put it in a glass and drink it. It's basically just like
I've seen
syrup.
kids try to do that though. I remember,
I have.
yeah, in high school, someone would bring the whole box and they'd try to.
So you eat the fruit snack and out pops this little squirt of liquid.
A gush.
They're good.
One might say.
Yeah, they're good. For a sugary treat.
I had these like recently, like in my adulthood. I had these. I think they were like a Welch's fruit snack that were like 100% made from juice or fruit or whatever. Bangers. So fucking
I've
good.
had those. Those are good.
So good. They're like little, like they're all the same color. They're like little yellowish, orangish pellets almost, and they're so fucking good. Oh yeah.
I enjoy those.
Top tier, I'd say. Okay, so now back to my questions here. I got some questions here. What are we talking about? 4 hot pretzels? Are we talking about full-sized pretzels?
No, like the kind you would get frozen, that size.
I don't know what those are.
I don't know. Make an O out of your hands, and it's a little bigger than that.
Yeah, an O out with both hands or one hand?
Yeah, both hands. Fingers.
So like a pomegranate,
I
mean not pomegranate, like a grapefruit size maybe.
A little bigger than a grapefruit.
Okay. Well, I mean
they were okay size. They weren't gigantic.
Yeah.
They weren't the shit you're getting at a baseball game.
Yeah. So see, we had the baseball size ones, and for all my high school, I mean, most days it was either that with cheese, nachos with cheese, like the not
Yeah.
nacho cheese.
Really leaning into this Wisconsin nonsense.
Yeah, well, pizza, which also had cheese. Sometimes I get the nacho cheese with that too. And then rarely, like if we had a pasta bar once a week, I'd sometimes get that. Had some good Alfredo there.
Yeah.
And I'd very often they had like they'd get these like they had a frozen treat section that you could also get. It was like Twix, like a frozen Twix snack, or like ice cream sandwich thing. Super good, super good.
Yeah. Well, I didn't see. That's the thing. You didn't have the brain. You didn't have the brain power to think. Why don't I just get a bunch of these?
Well, what do you mean? It wasn't like I was eating fucking healthy.
Well, yeah.
I don't. In fact, the more I think about it,
if I could get a pretzel and a frozen Twix every day for lunch, which I kind of did,
yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did. That's so
it's not
bad.
that wild, right?
I can't believe I lived my life like that for 4 years. But also, okay, here's my other question. Okay, I have a different question.
Okay.
How you said you got $1.50 a day?
Yeah.
You could buy 4 pretzels or 4 ice cream sandwiches for $1.50?
Yeah, they were like a quarter or a little more.
What did you grow up in the 40s, bro?
They weren't that. I mean, inflation's a real thing, bro.
It wasn't that long ago. You could get 4. You could get 4 ice cream sandwiches for $1.50.
It was okay. Well, what am I? 39. 20 years ago is 19. So 25. It's like 26, 27 years ago, dude.
That's still insane. A quarter ice cream sandwich.
I remember paying $1.19 for gas.
Yeah. Well, that's before we went to the Middle East.
It's like, so I like paying cheaply for soft pretzels and ice cream sandwiches. It's not that ludicrous.
It seems wild to me. Like that you could get 4 soft pretzels for $1.50. You can't even get one for that.
I mean, you can, if you went to the store, if you went to the grocery store and found the frozen soft pretzels, you could get a deal.
Okay, let me put it this way. 4 ice cream sandwiches. If you're buying that out of a fucking ice cream truck, you're paying twice that for one.
Well, yeah, but that's on demand.
I understand that.
Individual.
I understand that, but even okay. Well, that's absurd. I cannot believe you could get 4 of those for $1.50. I don't know anyone. Even when I was in high school, no one was eating for $1.50. Even if you got the basic ass hot lunch, that was like $3.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you.
$1.50.
I'm not that much older than you.
Yeah, but you're so much more privileged, huh?
Yeah, maybe. Can you hear that?
I heard a noise. I didn't hear anything.
Okay, it's Jim yelling.
What do you say? You're privileged?
No. It's perhaps New York State subsidized school lunches more than Wisconsin did.
Oh, that could be.
Yeah, and also I said middle school. You're comparing it to high school, so that's an even larger swing. It's like an 8-year swing.
Even in middle school, I don't think we were getting $1.50 lunches.
I mean, hey man, shit gets more expensive. I don't know. You can't be that shocked.
Yeah, as soon as we take the dollar off of the fucking gold. Thanks, Nixon.
Do you mean getting off the gold standard?
Yeah.
Okay. That happened years ago.
Yeah, and it's been a collision course since, hasn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Tell me about the gold standard. Tell me about economics.
Yeah, I'll tell you, dude. We got off the gold standard and everything went to hell.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Nixon. You probably liked him and his Watergate shit, didn't you?
Please. This is the pot calling the kettle black.
Oh. I got a little tan on me.
So okay, let's move on. So I'm at Jim's. Okay. I decided we were gonna talk about this last week, a couple days before I left, because I left last Friday, right?
Yep.
And I decided, okay, I'm going to go and just stay at my cousin's estate almost.
Is it that big?
Dayton. It's a large structure.
Would you classify it as a chateau?
No, it's not a chateau, but it's got a lot of square footage. So I used to come up here when I was living in Cincinnati. I would come up every once a month or something, and then stay up for the weekend, and then drive back down.
How
And
far
then
is that?
it's like an hour away from Cincinnati.
Oh, okay.
So when I became work from when I was allowed to work remote, I was like, oh man, this will be sweet. I'm kind of like one of those digital nomads, where I can just kind of go wherever the hell I want. I'm not really tied to a specific place.
Yeah.
And I thought like, oh, okay, I'll spend a few weeks here, then I'll go somewhere else, then I'll spend a few weeks there. I'll go
Yeah,
some, whatever.
you thought the freedom was
Yeah,
slick.
yeah, it was slick, but then it ended up not being that because I was really good at the digital part, but not so great at the nomad part.
Right.
Um,
Also, I mean, that was
reason
like
number
COVID
one is
era.
I hate driving. No, but I became remote after COVID had ended, really. I
Oh,
moved
really?
back after COVID was over. I moved back home to Buffalo after COVID was over.
Yeah, but
So,
you were work from home before that, right?
yes, but I wasn't remote. Like we were work from home, but I couldn't, I wasn't allowed to move until I did.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, I always wanted to come back here. I hadn't had much of a chance to get here due to all kinds of issues. But now, ooh, excuse me. But now we're here, and I have my own little basement room. It's cold as fuck, and it's dark, so I get the best sleep ever.
Cold as fuck and dark as hell. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, that's ideal in a bedroom.
Just like my heart.
Um,
You have pictures in the Discord, right? If
yeah,
anyone's
I do have
interested in
pictures in the
checking.
Discord. My room and the attached basement, which is finished. It has a sports theme, and it has a pinball table. It has a bowling game. It has a pool table and a bar
Ha-
the bar that Jim constructed himself.
Wow, Jim's a real jack of all trades, huh?
Not really, but that's probably his biggest project to date. But you got to give him
Not
props where
really.
he deserves it. But yeah, so I'm spending a few weeks here. I'll take a little diversion and go see my friend Bolt Boy, our friend Bolt Boy down in Cincinnati in a couple days for a
Ooh,
weekend, and
get some
then
Flintstones, huh?
yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm really excited about. Getting some Stealing Children's Flintstone vitamins.
Heck yeah, dude. I bet you the kids are probably so pumped to see you, huh?
Well, I don't know if they've been told, but who knows? We'll see.
Well, they're gonna be because they used to see you every week,
They ought
right?
to be. What?
They used to see you like once a week, damn near.
Yeah, I would go over there once a week.
Yeah, and now
Yeah.
it's gonna be us.
Yep. So yeah. I'm excited. So okay, a little story. Right before I came down, Jim messaged me and he said, a coworker of mine wants to meet you."
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, nice.
And she was a 48-year-old woman named Tammy, and she's like, "Do you want to meet her?" I said, "Fine." Okay. So that was pretty much all we had established. So I get down here on Friday, and he's like, "Okay, Tammy's showing up tomorrow." So last Saturday is when she showed up as like a meeting, and she came over, and it was with the idea of meeting me because apparently she thought I was cute because she had like, seen pictures of Jim. Jim had shown her pictures of us camping because we go. It's like a big family thing where we go
Oh,
camping
Jim's
for a
part of that
week.
crew.
Yeah, he's part of that crew.
Okay.
So she wanted to come over and meet me. And so somehow in my 39th year of life, I'm getting all these dates. I don't know, and I didn't really do much to cause them, but now I'm
Oh,
going on them.
you've changed.
Yeah.
You started a
And
podcast, and that fame is really starting
yeah,
to.
right. Yeah, the notoriety
Yeah,
has really gotten around.
ladies are
Um,
flocking.
so I met Tammy, and I'm not going to say anything bad about Tammy. I'm not going to denigrate Tammy at all. All right, she's a lovely woman. Okay.
Okay, but hold
However,
on. When you say that, it makes me think that you have negative things to say about her. You just won't.
what I do have is that oh, I do have some things. So one, there wasn't anything happening. Okay. You know,
What do you
it
mean?
was just there was no attraction. We didn't there wasn't really much conversation to be had. There wasn't really places for me to jump in. She was talking a lot with Jim about places she used to work and places she and her ex-husband were stationed through
Oh,
most of
are
her
they
life.
coworkers? Is that how
Yes,
Jim
they're
knows
coworkers.
Tammy? Okay.
So it might have been nerves on her part as well, but at the same time, it just
Oh, I'm
there wasn't
sure.
anything happening.
Meeting a
Okay,
big famous podcast host like
shut
you?
up, shut up. I don't know. This is what I'm saying. I don't know why anyone would be nervous upon meeting me. It's but
Because you're
whatever.
another human being. It's just
I
it's a nervous
understand that. Yes, I get
situation.
it. I get it. I get it. So we sat around. We played some virtual mini golf. Uh,
How do you do that?
so it's like, okay, you know what golden tee is? Have you seen those at bars?
Yeah, that's where it's like the little like
Yeah, yeah,
ball you
ball, the
flick.
track
Yeah,
ball, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So have you also of that all games that also use the track ball are there? There's a bowling game, Silver Strike Bowling. You
Oh
know
yeah.
about that one?
Yep, yep.
Okay. So this machine has Silver Strike Bowling, and it also has like a mini golf game with the same apparatus. So you roll the ball, and that's how you putt. You know?
That's dope.
Yeah. So we played that pretty
Who's we?
much
Is it
the entire
you,
time.
Tammy, and Jim, or is there other
Me,
people?
Tammy, Jim, and Jim's girlfriend.
Okay, cool. So you guys,
So
it was
it
a
was
little double
it was
date,
a
sort of.
foursome. Yeah, yeah, essentially.
Oh.
And it was fine. She was nice. It just there wasn't anything there. Okay. So nothing against Tammy.
Were you did you find her physically attractive?
No, I did not.
Not even a little bit?
She was okay.
Oh boy.
I don't know what do you want me to lie about it?
No, I don't want you to lie, but I don't know. Maybe it's on me for putting you on the spot. But you know, I gotta ask. We gotta know. The cast needs to know what happened on the date 3.
I'm not saying, you know what? She just wasn't for me. Okay? She wasn't for me.
Okay. What would you say
But
is the worst thing about I'm just
Well,
kidding.
no.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. This was the third date and Jim was there. This is
Yeah,
this is
Jim
his
was there.
third
It
lady.
was the first date. Yeah, third different person. It wasn't the third date.
Stas is just
was
he's
the
a
first
big
date.
pimp these
It wasn't
days.
even a date. It was just a meet and greet almost.
Yeah. Stas is a
Anyway.
big pimp and he's getting all these first dates.
No, I'm not really.
Big
but-
pimping.
Okay, I'm gonna go on my rant, but then we're gonna bring it back, and we're gonna talk about a little bit about something a conversation I had with Jim previous to all this.
Okay.
Okay, so
It's the
listen.
pink
Okay,
sheets,
again, I have nothing against Tammy, right? I want to put that out there. Okay.
yeah. Every time you say Tammy, I think you ever see Parks and Rec?
Yes.
Stas still owes me a date.
Tammy
What?
1, Tammy 2, yeah, all that.
Yeah, which one is she?
Neither. I don't know if she's any of them.
Okay,
My
okay.
issue is with the name Tammy, okay? Because it's its own name, right? But it's also short for
Tamara.
Tamara, Tamrin, Tabitha. You know what I mean? Like
I
all
don't
these
feel like
names.
any of those. I don't hear any of those. I only
Those
hear
are-
Tammy.
Yeah, exactly. Those are kind of cool names. You know, they're not super common. You know, and it's like cool. But then you hear Tammy and you think waitress at a truck stop. You know.
Yeah. They probably
don't
have
know.
really good fucking
Why are we going with
potatoes.
Tammy?
They have really good potatoes at that truck stop, I bet.
Well, yeah.
Mashed potatoes.
So, yeah. Well, I guess yeah. So, but anyway, I had a conversation with Jim, and he kind of put things in perspective for me. Okay.
Okay.
He laid it out like this. I'm 39. I've never been married. I have no children. Okay. I have no crazy exes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I have a stable job.
Yep.
I'm not like years in debt. You know, I can pay my own way.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I have student loans, but so does everybody.
Yeah.
And I have zero drama. Right.
Yeah.
So to certain women, right, like divorced women in their 30s and 40s, I'm a catch, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're
I
you're-
look good on paper.
you're in your prime right now.
Yeah, I
Like-
should be killing it at the game.
And you
So-
are thus far.
Yeah, not really, but
This year, you're crushing it.
Yeah, well, sadly, in
You're setting
comparison to other
record
years,
numbers,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah, Don't. Okay.
Well, are you or are you not setting record numbers
I
this year?
I am, but you're saying it tongue in cheek. Okay.
Well,
Because it's
it is a little tongue in cheek because we're at 3, but still, it is record numbers and it's something to be happy about.
Well, anyway, I'm thinking about getting back on the horse once I get home.
What are you talking about, Tinder?
Yeah, all the apps or whatever.
Nice.
So I'm thinking at the end of summer, I'll have finished kind of, well, not finished, I'll be close to my savings goal, and then I'll get myself an apartment and then make the jump, make the leap. So
And we're gonna swipe with you on
yeah,
the
maybe we
cast.
will. I don't want to show people's pictures on a stream, but maybe we can talk about the things I've seen.
Well, what if we just
We'll talk
blur the
about my trials
pictures?
and tribulations. How about that?
We'll just blur the pictures. Read their profiles.
Yeah, we can. I can read their profiles. I don't want to show people's pictures that they're not consenting to that. But yes, I'm gonna.
I mean, they're public though. That's a good point. They're public profiles. Moon makes a good point.
all I heard was a scream from the other room. It's against the law.
Is it actually?
It might be. I don't know, but I don't care if it's public or not. These women are only showing the intention is only for the people on the app. It feels bad to show them, like to put like if you're sitting around with the group of friends and being like, oh no, yeah, okay, what about this one? You're like, that's one thing, but to like hook it up to a big screen, like imagine you're at a bar and you're swiping and you like hook into to their monitor or something and you start showing it.
Well,
that
isn't
would
it
be bad?
Isn't
right?
it weird? Hold on. Where is the line here? Because if you're okay with it, like looking at it with a group of friends, right? Like say we were in a Discord together, like me, you, and like whatever, the boys, like 4 other people.
Yeah.
And so you would be comfortable doing that with us.
I mean, that would be the limit. Like that would be the limit of the comfort because like I'm trying to think of it from my own perspective. Do I want a group of 8 women sitting around judging my profile, and just
They are, right?
just saying the worst shit possible about like what the fuck does this kid, who does this guy think he is? You know what I mean? What is he wearing? You know what I mean?
You they are though, right?
I guess I understand they are, but I don't have to do that myself. You know what I mean?
No, you don't. But what if he actually likes someone? That's great. Then we helped Stas on his journey as a community.
Yeah.
As a family. Family. And we could show her this podcast where we found her, and it'll go into the montage when they get married.
Yeah, but then you'll have said some weird shit and it'll cause a rift.
No, I'll edit it out. I'll be your editor for the video.
Yeah, you will not. You don't edit.
I sure do edit. I would put in the effort for your wedding video, Stas. I would do that. Why'd it get so quiet?
I didn't. It's not quiet. Sorry, I was reading the chat. That was my bad. I should have kept it going.
Oh, I'm live streaming you doing this podcast from the camera in your room. I think it's illegal.
Oh boy. Don't watch any of the footage. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna get back on the horse and see what's what, I guess. See what's out there.
I'm pumped. I'm excited for you.
Yeah, I'm not that excited because I know what's waiting for me. The thing about dating apps is that they're so, I mean, we've talked about dating apps before, but my personal experience with them is that they are incredibly draining. I can't be on there.
They're
It's
soul
like,
crushers.
it's the opposite experience for women than men. Like I think men and women have opposite experiences, but they're like equally as bad, right?
Well,
women are inundated. Well, okay, we can get into not as equally later, but let's just say it. So let me say this, right?
They both have their
Women
bads.
are inundated with messages, and a lot of them, they have to like filter through the creeps, right?
Yeah.
And like to find someone that they actually want to deal with.
Yeah.
Right. But men have to like they're
trying to get anything.
Yeah, they're scrambling for crumbs. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Wouldn't
They're
it be
trying to make any match work because they just don't get that
wouldn't it
many.
be wonderful if you had piles of women to sort through so you could find a good one?
Yeah,
What
I know from our end it looks like that's the better deal. And yes, I agree to some
it
extent.
for
It's
sure
better to have
is.
options than it is not to have options, right? So, yeah. But it's to me, I can only speak to my experience. I can only stand it for so long. I can only stomach it for a few months before
A few months.
my self-confidence, yeah, maybe a month or two.
I look like a goblin and I was killing it online. Well, you
Yeah,
need to help.
you don't. One, you don't. And two, that was years ago.
Well, hold on.
But
Okay,
whatever.
wait, hold on. Well, you guys are related. Is he goblin or not?
No, he's not a goblin.
Okay, so then then he's got to be offending me
First
by
off,
saying that, right?
I think first off, Jim is he's 5'8", I believe, right? So
Oh,
already
nice.
he's
Yeah.
got 5 inches, right?
Yeah.
And objectively, I think he's a better looking person, but that's 5'10".
5'10". He's smoking you.
Even better.
He could lose a couple inches and still be doing fine.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I can't compare. See, again, comparison is the thief of joy. I can't compare myself to Jim.
You're not
okay?
Jim, bro. You're your own goblin.
He's lying. He's not 340 pounds.
But Jim, maybe
so,
Jim,
yeah.
you could help him with his online profile since it was so
No.
easy for you.
No.
You don't think he'd give good
No.
advice?
No. I mean, we've talked about that. I have to do me.
Well,
The
you
most
would,
success I ever had was just me like being creative with my profile. I have to get some better pictures, that's a given. But if I just be a little creative, I think some people will respond to that.
well, okay.
I
I'm not
hope
trying to
people respond to that.
squash your individualism here, okay? Dao Pooh. You're an individual. You're a unique individual. But it doesn't hurt to have outside perspectives and influences on how you
No, for
represent
sure.
yourself.
And what we'll do is I'll show everybody the profile of the profiles, and then we'll get some input. How about that?
Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, I like that. That'll be content. Who's Serrano Deber Garrett?
Cyrano de Bergerac. It's a
De
play.
Bergerac.
It was about a guy who he has a huge nose, right? He's not a good-looking person, and he's in love with this woman named Rosalind, I
And
believe.
she has no nose, and they split his.
And he writes her these poems under the guise of being someone else. There's this guy who's just like a lump, and she's kind of into him, and so he writes letters pretending to be this lump, right?
Okay.
And so she starts to fall in love with this
Lump.
like good looking idiot,
Yeah.
right? But it's really because of Cyrano's letters that she's falling in love with them.
Ooh, but it's both, right? She likes his physical attractiveness, but
Yes,
the other
and
guy's
that's what's eating
mind.
up Cyrano. That's what's eating up.
Well, what
Cyrano.
happens?
I think she's in love. She's really kind of in love with the letters, but he's constantly believing that it's like, oh, she's only interested because she wants letters from this idiot.
Well, then why would he keep writing letters?
I don't know what the ending is. I'm not.
Jim?
I just know the basics.
What happens in the Cyrano?
I don't think it's. He kills himself.
Does he actually?
Yeah, I knew it wasn't a happy ending. I just didn't know exactly.
Did you
how
look it
ended.
up, or did he just tell you?
No, he knew. He yelled from the other room.
Oh no, Cyrano.
Yeah. So
Is that like a Greek tragedy or some shit?
No, it's not Greek.
Well, whatever. Is it I mean, it's like.
It's probably French.
Is it from that era? Or when was this play?
No, it's not from that era.
I don't know. How would I know what it is?
I just said it was French.
Okay, well, whatever. What era was it from? It wasn't was it modern?
know.
Is this
Probably
modern? Is it the past 100 years?
1800s.
Okay. Oh, Cyrano. Poor
I
guy.
don't know when Cyrano de Bergerac was.
Just because he had a big
right?
schnoz?
Yeah, they made a remake. There's a remake of it called there's Steve Martin. They made a movie out of it.
Did Steve Martin doesn't have a particularly big schnoz? Did he get a prosthetic?
Yeah, well, it's a prosthetic. Yes, he used a prosthetic.
Oh, I have seen that. I have seen him with the prosthetic nose. That's huge, right?
Yeah.
Oh no. You think they stay? You think it ends the same?
Don't know. I doubt it, but I
I
don't
can't
know.
see that being the same ending.
Well, anyway, let's get back onto this dating profile thing. We'll get one set up. I'll get some pictures taken. Maybe I'll post the pictures beforehand in the Discord,
Yeah, so
and
everyone
people can
can.
weigh in
Yeah.
on if they're good or not to be on a profile, because I'm bad at pictures. I don't have many. People don't take. I don't consider myself to be photogenic. In fact, I consider myself to be the opposite, as you well know.
Me too, buddy.
Um, so that's going to be the tough part.
That's why we.
But
That's why we use PNG tubers.
right. I mean, if it was all text, I could be charming, but they
Yeah.
have to see my goblin ass first. You know what I mean?
Well, but then also once you get in person, there's less time to think about clever, swoopy lines. You know.
Yes, that'll be a hurdle, but I think we'll be okay.
Cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah, let's cross that bridge when I actually land myself a date.
Oh, actually, like it's so hard for you to get one these days.
Stop.
You've had more than I have.
That's true.
Yeah.
But it's not like you've even been looking.
How
Are
have
you gonna
you?
get
Have
back
you
on the
been
horse? What are
looking?
you?
Have you been looking?
I've been open to it.
What does that mean?
I mean, I've been. I. That's exactly what I. See, I don't know.
Yeah, if it fell in my lap, yeah, I guess I'm open to it too.
You got. I mean, you don't have an appealing personality. What can I say?
Uh-huh. There it is. The truth comes out. I fucking knew it.
Well, okay. The reason I got the first one, right, is because Herc thought
Oh, that's
I would
right,
be a
Herc.
good match for a friend of theirs, right?
Yeah.
And the reason I got the second one is because Cortex,
Cortex was offended that Herc was
yeah,
able to do that.
that she wasn't being the matchmaker.
That was
so
almost like a
she got
spite
one going.
date, a spite date for you.
Yeah, it was a thing out of spite. And yeah, they were both fine. But they just sort of fell in my lap as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Everything's coming
I
up
lucked into
stars.
Tammy as well, I guess.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe when's the last time you were on dating apps?
Back in Cincinnati towards the end of the pandemic.
When 2021 was it?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so it's been 2 years. All right. So now
It's been a while.
you've entered the threshold where you are prime pickings. All right. You were too early.
Am I?
You were too early. Now, on paper, you're the cream of the crop, right? Of the women that are single and looking, you were cream of the crop of your age bracket, right?
I mean, I don't. Yeah, don't forget about that part.
Well, yeah, the age bracket, obviously.
I
You
don't know
ain't.
about cream of the crop, but yes, I do have things going for me. So I have that, right?
You're zero baggage, right?
Yes, zero baggage, zero drama.
Zero baggage.
No one they never have to worry about an ex showing up or a weird relationship I have with them.
Their biggest concern is going to be how many games of League you play.
And it's nothing compared to you.
Why? Why? The stand-up is over, Stas.
No, it's just that I don't actually play that much.
Yeah, I know, but whatever. We play other games. There's other games. Hello?
Yeah, I guess we do play other games, Core Keeper, whatnot.
She better not fucking infringe on our Tuesday, Wednesday sesh. Right?
Well, yeah. Well, you know what? That'll end up being negotiable. Wednesday's the podcast. That's not happening. That's a non-negotiable.
Oh.
Tuesdays every now and again if we have to. You know what I mean? If Valentine's is on a Tuesday,
Tuesdays are just.
We're gonna have to give Tuesday up.
Yeah, know? Tuesdays are just carp. Throw them back.
Okay, let me ask you this: if you had a girlfriend, a steady,
sure,
to borrow a term from the 50s or whatever,
so I'm going steady with this girl.
Steady,
what's she look like?
She's a cutie. You're excited to be in this relationship with her.
Okay, describe her to me though, physically.
Let's see. Long, dark brown hair.
Okay.
Librarian glasses.
Nice.
Yeah.
How tall are we talking?
Dark lipstick. What?
How tall are we talking?
Oh, I don't know how you like them. 5'8".
5'8". Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is she smart or more athletic?
Than you, yes.
Well, that's not a fucking tall order, bud.
She's yeah.
What rank
But
is she in
anyway,
league?
well. Oh, you see, the thing is about this is like I feel like her being smarter than you isn't that big of a deal to you, but her being better at league would be like the biggest deal breaker for you,
I
you
don't think
know.
it would be a deal breaker, but
But
it,
she can't be if she's in diamond, you know. I don't think it's going to be healthy for the relationship, you know.
it depends. Is she like a Yumi main? Because then I'd be like, that's bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing is you're going to constantly question how she made it there, and you're gonna and it's gonna cause a rift.
I don't have to
So
question it.
let's
I can
say
look at her.
she's in silver 4.
Well, she needs to get better. Silver 4 is pretty
Yeah,
dog.
well, she doesn't do it all the time because she is really passionate about her photography.
Oh, cool. My dad does photography. Yeah, I can carry silver
Yeah,
4.
there, exactly. See, you have connections.
Oh, nice, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, if you have a girlfriend,
What's her
right, a
name?
steady
What's her
girlfriend.
name?
Oh, it's Lainey.
Lainey?
Yeah, Lainey.
What's her online name? I might just go by that.
Oh, um,
Don't
it,
make fun of her,
oh,
Knox.
it's called her name is Top Lainey.
Top laning?
Top Laney because she plays top, right?
She plays top?
But she uses Laney instead of Lane as the pun.
I'm
Top
probably just
Laney.
gonna call her Toppy then.
Yeah, fine, whatever. Can I
Toppy.
get to the question now?
Okay, yeah. Well, we had to figure this out.
Yeah. How many days a week do you think is appropriate to spend with her? How many not appropriate, but how many days would you like to spend out of the week with her?
What do we? What do you mean spend with? Like, hold on. First off, are we like? Is this a
Moon, stop, right? Just let him answer.
0? Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
What are we
let's
talking about?
say, okay,
Like we're just hanging out or dates?
how many days exclusive and how many days with other people in a group?
What do you mean? What are we doing? Like, is this like we're going out to eat, or is this just like?
Whatever you want, right? Like, how many days is it like that's Laney time?
I don't know that I have a specific number. Um,
So you don't want, if you're with somebody, you don't need any time alone?
I like it, but I don't think that I would. I don't think I'd be like, hey, well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Well, what's optimal for you? Not what you would do, but what would be optimal for you?
I don't have such specific like plans or like you know what I mean. I don't schedule anything, bro. I'm Winnie the Pooh.
I know you
Okay,
don't
this is too
schedule anything.
complicated for me. I live a simple honey filled life. Okay.
Okay, so okay, let me ask you this. Is 7 days of like, playing games and or going out with Lainey too much?
Is 7 too much?
Yes, out of 7.
Um, I I don't think I think I could probably do that if like you know we're having a good time and shit, or we have things we want to do together.
Okay, and what if she's got something she wants to do with you and you don't? Is that happening?
What does she want to do?
I don't know. Go to a restaurant you're not excited about.
Oh man. I mean, yeah, I would make an effort for sure to do things that they want to or that she wants to.
Okay,
What?
fine.
Is that weird?
No, no, it's fine.
What do you mean it's fine? I for sure like if I'm with someone and my partner makes an effort like, hey, like this, I want to do this, like this is important to me, or I really like this,
Right.
even if it's something I
All I
don't like or I'm
wanted, I
not,
don't know where this is. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
even if I'm not super thrilled with it, if it's not something I like, like I don't know, it'd have to be something drastic for me. Be like, can we like compromise here? Can we go somewhere like maybe not as far? Like if we had to drive like an hour and a half to go to some restaurant that costs like $300 for us to, you know what I mean? I'd be like, I mean, how about we just go somewhere a little
Well,
closer?
yeah.
And not,
Also, it'd be like, how are you affording that?
well, she's paying because she's
Oh,
making tons of money off of her feet pics.
okay. So I guess my
Toppy,
point was,
she's
right?
banging.
My point is that like if I'm with somebody, I think it's entirely reasonable to be like, oh, I'm busy Tuesday and Wednesday, right? That's still 5 other days throughout the week where we're
Oh, I
potentially hanging
see.
out or doing stuff. Okay. So it's not, having those days available isn't some weird deal breaker.
No, no, no.
I
Okay,
really
no,
see
no.
that as
Yeah.
being too much.
No, I don't think
Would
no.
I not be able to do as many clashes? Hell's yeah, because those are on the weekend. You know what I
Yeah, but
mean?
they're
That's
every other.
Saturday night. I know, but I'm not gonna be like, hey babe, um, we can't do anything this week. The boys, they need me down playing Lulu.
Yeah, but here's the other thing. Okay, so it kind of what Knox is saying, and like it depends on how much time. Like, is it I'm hanging out with Lainey all day, or is it like we're gonna spend some like even on a clash day, I could spend time with her for like 3 or 4
Yes, I know.
hours,
I
and
guess
then
it's
still go
this
home and
this
do
it
clash.
means quality time. That's what I
Yeah,
meant.
yeah, but
Quality
you could
time.
have quality time could be 1 hour, it could be 12 hours. You know, it could be a weekend getaway together, right? It could be we spend time all day and then clash at night. Yeah, you know,
Well, I
Herc,
mean,
I
yes, but I'm not. The thing is, there's a difference between like spending time with your significant other and then fitting your significant other into your own schedule. You know what I mean?
well,
So I don't know
no, I
if
don't know
I
what you
mean if
mean.
you find if Laney's cool with all that, then that would be one thing. But it's like not sometimes Laney wants to go out on Saturday night. She's not happy to be stuck in the schedule of, oh no, we can't do anything past 8.
Well, right, but it's only every other weekend, so the other weekend she has me all night.
I think you're already getting in trouble with Laney. I think
If
especially
hold on,
because she's not on the Clash team. You know what I mean?
well, she might. We are if she's well, no, she's silver 4. I don't know if there's room for that. She'd have to if it was diamond, if she was the diamond 1 Laney that we were talking about earlier. If we got a diamond 1 Laney top lane, maybe she makes the cut. You were literally in silver. Yeah, but I'm not
For
anymore.
a very long time.
It wasn't that long. Relax.
It was over 1,000 games.
Oh, it wasn't?
It wasn't.
No. How
How
long do
many
you
games
think?
was it?
I don't know.
I thought you've played over like 1,500 games.
Yeah. How many of those do you think were in gold? I've been in gold for like 3 months.
Yeah, we're in. Okay, then what? That's half, right? We're in May.
Yeah, but the season didn't start till like end of January or maybe even February.
Okay, bro. Whatever.
Don't whatever me. Don't whatever
I
me,
think
man.
you're acting like you spent 100 games in silver. Bullshit. It took you forever to get out of there.
If you had the teammates I had, it would take that long for you too.
Stop. Part of me doesn't even. I don't even particularly. It doesn't matter to me if a girl plays games or not. Like I'm fine if she does it.
I would be fine if she doesn't, but she would have to know that I'm a gamer and it's going to be a big part of my free time.
I think for some women, like they hear gamer and it's red flag because they're thinking like World of Warcraft. I'm giving my life over. They're thinking like World of Warcraft a decade ago where they would just give their life over to the game but yeah.
Yeah, well, here's the kicker. She can be like, okay, but what game? And I'll be like, League of Legends. She's like, oh, well, that's not WoW, so it should be fine. And then she's gonna realize that I have fucking 1,000 games in 5 months.
It'll be a problem. It's going to be a problem for you because League of Legends is a problem for you right now.
Yeah, well, don't worry, it fades.
To me, I'm okay with, hey, if we're on the couch, she's watching a show, and I've got my Steam Deck, and
oh hell yeah,
and she's watching. Like that's the ideal.
Yeah, that's like ideal date time, man. Yeah,
for sure.
I'm a big fan of spending time together but doing your separate. Like when I was growing up, that constantly was a thing we would do. Like, right, you go over to a friend's house and you'd each play your own game, or you kind of do your own stuff. Right? How romantic. Listen, Jim, I'm not saying every time, okay? I'd still take her out to a nice dinner, all right? We'd still do the romance.
Jim, don't listen to Jim.
But
okay? He hasn't known romance for at least 3 years.
McDonald's? What's wrong with McDonald's? Romance is cringe. I mean, with inflation, yeah. I don't know. Like super fancy restaurants and like especially like when they get to fancy, like Here's my
To me, romance it's not fancy dinners. To me, romance is like
I know that's the
little
cliche fancy.
notes you leave, like little notes you leave for your partner, before they go to work, or
Wendy's.
just little things that you do for them.
Yeah,
That
well, it's romance is really
thoughtful
knowing your
things.
partner and like, right? It's kind of just knowing them and being
Sure.
able to have that little dance with them, that figurative dance. Cool with Olive Garden. Yeah. I've been to
Right.
Olive Garden like one time.
Maybe an impromptu dance, a literal dance in the middle of the living room.
Yeah, there you
You
go.
know,
That's romance.
there's some romance.
Yeah. Or just goofing around, right? Just goofing around, having a good time, laughing with each other. That's
Yeah.
just a good time.
Now you're making me wistful.
Yeah, me too. Tell us about that 83-year-old
right.
again.
Stop.
Jablansky.
Okay. So yeah, that's my dating plan. Towards the end of the summer, we'll get it going and we'll see what's what.
Sorry, I was thinking about Lainey.
Yeah, I know. It was very hard. You're like describer for me. I'm like, wait a second. Then I just end up describing my own dream girl. It's like, okay, well,
Yeah, I mean, I ain't
it could
picky.
work for you too. Yeah, I know.
I don't have requirements really.
What else is happening? Oh, you played Diablo 4 this week, the slam test,
Oh yeah,
right? Tell me your thoughts.
yeah. Plain. How about that? I think that's
Just
it's
a real mid experience.
there was nothing super exciting. There was nothing really like pulled me in. Nothing. It was just so mid. It felt like a Diablo clone, right? It felt like some other company trying to make something to compete with Diablo. That's what it felt
Right.
like to me. I'm like, this isn't Diablo, man. This is just, I don't know. And maybe once the real game comes out, it'll be really, maybe there's more. Maybe there's
Are
more
you
to
gonna
it. I
buy the
don't
real game?
probably not. I'm not spending $75 on that. Maybe if it goes on sale a couple months later or something like that. I'm pretty let down because Diablo 2 was iconic, man.
It was
And
very
and
good.
Diablo 3 was like there was enough hype around it that when it came out, I bought it and I played it hard for that first month or two or whatever. But even that ended up not being so great in the long run, IMO.
Mhm.
But this one, it's just like I don't know, man. It doesn't.
It feels a little too late.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a weird kind of disappointment. I will say this: the trailer for it is hype as shit. Like, right? Like the video, the
Well,
cinematics.
yeah, Diablo almost never disappoints on cinematics.
Yeah,
that's
and
for
so
sure.
that I kind of want to see the story and like what happens with it, but I ain't gonna pay $75 for it. Like that's the only thing. That's
Yeah.
the only thing that's really got me interested. I guess maybe seeing the different builds, but like
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, if you want a good story, all you got to do is go back to that library you were at today and pick something up.
Yeah, don't tell me how to
Yeah.
do library stuff. Okay, I'm the veteran now.
Oh yeah, you're the library pro.
Yeah, you may be swimming in women, but I'm swimming in books now. Okay.
Oh yeah, do you have a library card?
No, I
Okay.
helped my niece
I
pick out
rest
some
my
books.
the defense rests.
Do you have a library card?
Yes.
Yeah. When's the last
I
time you
have
used it?
several.
When's the last time you used it?
Several days ago when I picked up an audiobook for my trip.
Oh, that's dumb. You don't get that doesn't count.
It absolutely counts, bro.
Wait, did you go into the physical library?
No, you don't have to. You can get digital
No,
books.
that doesn't count. That's dumb. That doesn't count. You didn't
No,
go to the
it
library.
doesn't count because you don't want it to count. Libraries they have been evolving. Okay?
That's just the internet, bro. You're just talking about the internet. That's not a library.
Listen,
You don't need a library card to get some audiobook.
Unless you're joining the Pirate Bay, no, you do.
No. Yeah, okay, fine. Pirate Bay. We don't condone that here. If you think about it, the
Jesus
internet is a
Christ.
library. Yeah. It's the online library. So when he says like, "Oh, I go to the library by logging into their website," it's like,
Yeah,
come
and
on,
getting
dude.
their books.
Come on, man. How does it even work? Like
Okay, so you know how imagine Amazon, right? Where you get a book and it goes onto your Kindle, right?
I don't know that, but okay.
Okay, I mean you can understand the concept, right? Of people getting a Kindle.
You
They buy a
understand the
book on
concept of
Amazon
a
and it
shape,
appears in their
Stas?
Kindle. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, so it's like that. You get an app on your phone. So in this case, the app is called Libby. Okay, you log on to Libby. You put in your library card number, and for the library it pertains to. Okay, so in my case, I have one for the Buffalo and Erie County Public Library and one for the New York City Public Library.
So
You hit you click on it, you click on your library card, you search for whatever it is, okay, the book you want, or you can just start browsing by genre or whatever filters you need, okay, and you find a book, you hit it, it downloads either directly onto Libby or it downloads onto your Kindle, right?
mm,
And you can then just read it. And then after 2 or 3 weeks, whenever the loan is up, it disappears off your device and you can either renew it or let it go. And then you move on with your life. A lot of people read on their phone now, or they read on a device. It doesn't have to be a physical media,
do
right?
you so can the okay, first off, does is Libby like nationwide? Is that like for all libraries or
I mean, some libraries will use different apps, but yes, Libby is for a lot of different libraries.
okay, number two, um can these libraries loan out these digital version like more than like do they have a set number they can loan out or like what's the point
It
of returning
depends.
it?
Okay, so it depends on how the system is set up, but most of them they have to buy a number of digital copies and then they can only loan out that number. So they have to buy four, if it's a popular book, they'll buy like four digital copies of the book or four digital copies of the audio book, and
Yeah.
then they have four to be loaned out at a time. Okay?
Libraries are wild. Does Libby can you rent out like movies and shit?
I don't know if you can rent movie. I don't think you can rent movies on Libby.
Huh. That's weird
I
because
don't think so.
when you go to the physical location, they have tons of movie stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, you can get movies from them. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I
There
saw them.
there's physical and digital media is accepted in libraries. I don't understand the issue.
There is no issue. I'm saying that the physical one is better because you can rent DVDs.
Okay, but you can also get a book or an audiobook from the comfort of your own home and not have to put on pants.
So what's the point of even supporting these buildings, Stas? Why even
Because
have a physical building?
they're a public good.
You're a public
I
good.
mean, some libraries, yeah, maybe they don't have them, but the physical space is for people who want to make use of it. Maybe they want to take their kid to story time, which I still get hosted at libraries, or maybe there's another event that they want to go see, and it's a live talk, so they'll go to the actual library. Maybe they just want a quiet place. Maybe they're homeless and they don't have somewhere to, sit around and get audiobooks, so they have to go to the library itself.
Man, the concept of a digital license is so bewildering to me. I get it, but the thought that there's artificial limit to non-physical media is wild. Yeah, it is a
So there's a
very
limit
strange.
simply because of greed. It's copyright. That's why there's a limit. If
Um,
information, if things were a little more lax, they could have infinite number of copies. And in
is it
fact,
green?
I'm sure with some like open source stuff, they probably do.
It's really wild. It's really wild.
Or, anything in the public domain, they probably could have a bajillion
Like Winnie the Pooh
copies.
now.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh maybe.
Um,
But publishing companies get tricky with all that, and they
they can finesse the copyright or the
They can finesse public domain. Basically, what a publishing company will do is that when something comes into the public domain, let's say like Shakespeare or like some, famous plays or literature or whatever, what they'll do is they'll have someone write a new intro, right? And the intro is copyrighted, but not the work. So they sell the book at whatever the price they're going to sell Taming of the Shrew for, but it's it's they're really the only thing that's proprietary in that publishing is the intro. It's a fucky little system.
but okay, so that's for that individual book, but then but the content, right, or the characters can be reused, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
The intellectual property is available, yes.
Yeah, okay.
But that's
Um,
just the way they try to sell stuff that's freely available. They repackage it.
shit, that sounds like a maybe I should get into that.
Yeah, go ahead, join Random House.
What is that?
It's a publishing company.
Are they sketchy?
Not sketchy. I don't know what you want me to say. They're not sketchy. Okay. I don't
That's-
know if you'd even be able to get a job there.
Oh, is that a challenge?
Yeah, it is a challenge. I want you to beat me on this challenge.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna be the best fucking librarian ever.
They don't.
You know what?
They don't want librarians. They want copywriters and editors.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Okay, but you know what's wild is when we were at the library, there was 3 to 4 people, ladies. There's 3 to 4 ladies that I don't know if they were all working for the library or if some were just like friends, but the entire time we were there for like an hour or whatever, they were just they were just moving shit around, like furniture. I'm like, this looks like a chill ass job.
Well, most public libraries, the pay isn't amazing. In fact, for most, I would say, like, as far as master's degrees are concerned, because you need a master's degree to be a librarian.
Well, no way,
Um,
all 4 were librarians, right?
well, no, probably some of them were probably clerks or pages, which that's even less, right?
Are clerks and pages
As
the
far as
same, or
master's, no, clerk. A page is basically a teenager off the street that like they go shelve books, right? A
okay?
clerk is basically like the library secretary, right? They handle the menial stuff, right? And then the like ordering decision, like a librarian will handle the budget and decide what books to order, right,
Okay.
on a general level. Then, when the books come in, they need to be processed so that they can be checked in and out of the library. That processing would generally be handled by a clerk, right? And then moving the books around physically would be handled by the page, right?
Okay, what else does a librarian
That's
do?
the
Because it
easy
sounds like
way.
they don't have a lot going on.
Well, they also catalog the books if they need to catalog them themselves. So they
That's
have
not
to
part of the
decide
clerk's
where they're
job.
going in the scheme. No, they would write the call number on the book, right? But they don't decide what the call number is. That would be the librarian's job, right?
Okay.
The librarian, but that generally in a large library system, in a public library system, they don't do that. Like there's a whole department of just librarians, cataloging librarians that just decide what books should be what, right?
Okay, and which?
So when you're working in a branch, which is what you were at a branch library,
Mhm.
okay? You get the books in from Central, they're already cataloged, and then you get them out and get them onto the shelves and whatnot, right?
Wait, what is
A
Central?
libra- what?
You said they get them from Central. It's a branch library.
Yes. So yeah, Central will do a lot of ordering on their own. The branches can order themselves and get books,
Is Central like
right?
going to be from like it represents a bunch of branches within the state, or like how? What's the
Yes,
scope of this?
generally it's county-wide. Not
Oh,
always, but it could be county or even a big city or something. That would be what central would be.
okay.
All right. And then they would have branches throughout the county that would support that system. Okay.
So do the
Now,
branches have
librarians,
librarians too?
yes, branches have librarians. They have multiple types of librarians. They have the regular librarians, which are responsible for like programming, like running the children's hour, or the children's read along,
They
or
do
any
events
other
and shit.
programs that
Okay,
they're
yeah,
doing, like adult education or something along like might be classes for old people on how to use eBay,
yeah.
right?
Our
Or
branch was
all
doing
those,
a
yeah,
Lego thing in June.
yeah, sure. There might be like basic Photoshop, all these sort of weird little classes that a librarian would host.
Okay.
All right. Then there's the branch librarian, which is the head of the branch, and they decide, they decide what direction they want the program to go in. They are making decisions about like what their libraries are looking like, maybe what their furniture plan should be, or something along those lines, right? Uh, just general branch decisions. They're like a store manager.
Hmm. And so what's the higher up? Like what's the head
Then
librarian of the central library?
Yeah, that's the city librarian. They're basically in charge
They're
of the
called the city
library.
librarian
Or yes,
or the
I think there's
the
other
arch
terms as
librarian.
well. No, that would be cool, but no.
Okay, so you got all these different librarians, then you got clerks and then pages. Which one of these shushes you when you're talking too loud?
Clerk or a librarian. A page probably would not.
Page doesn't have the authority for that.
Um, I mean, it would be weird for a 16-year-old kid to shush you.
Do you ever think that like maybe you should have got into paging when you were younger?
Hell no.
No,
Pays dog shit. I already became a librarian. What do I need to have been a page for?
I don't know. Like really get your foot in the door early. Live that library life.
No, I did my library time.
Dude, your whole career, and you're like, I did my time. 10 years, I'm out.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You don't see yourself ever
It's
going
fine.
back in any
I
degree.
doubt it. I can't do it in New York State. My certificate already kind of lapsed, and if I wanted to renew it, I think I'd have to go back to school for a little while.
How fucking dumb is that?
Yeah, it's very dumb. The certification process is essentially a gate. It's a barrier to entry, and for no reason. It's stupid.
Government bureaucracy.
Yeah. It's like that for librarians. It's like that for teachers as well. They make you jump through hoops to like keep your certification.
Gotta make sure that we have the best teaching our kids.
Well, and certification like stringent certification processes end up weeding out people. They end up weeding out the wrong people, right? Like um having to make prospective teachers and or librarians jump through hoops to get the job, it really rewards people who are willing to just put up with bullshit. Like how much stupid shit are you willing to deal with to become a teacher? I don't know.
Well, that's good, right? Because you got to put up with little shit brain kids.
Yeah, I mean it's a whole different no. I mean that's a different thing.
Right. Okay. And so, how many years in government bureaucracy do people have to go through to get a gun now?
I don't know. It's not years really, so
Yeah, it's like nothing, right?
yeah. But yeah,
I
so
was
it's
making
like
a
way
joke.
harder to become a librarian than it is to get yourself a pistol.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, the continuous education thing, it has some merits. Like you want to be up on what the latest is in your field, but at the same time, it's mostly CYA nonsense. CYA stands for cover your ass, right? That just make things harder for everybody.
See ya. We used that differently back in the day.
Yeah.
You remember typing that when you were younger on the internet? CYA is like see ya,
I don't.
see you
I
later.
was never huge. I was never huge on those though. I just typed it out. I would do
I think when I was
SEYA.
young, I probably did that. See ya. You
Yeah.
don't see anyone do that now. Internet lingo changes,
I
bro.
mean, I don't really talk to that many people, so I get. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
but hold on. Just think about like any sort of video
I just
game,
do later.
huh?
Okay.
Yeah, but in any video game, no one's even talking like that. They're all talking about how your mom's a whore and you're a piece of shit and you suck at bot lane. You know, no one's saying see ya. There's no like conversations online. That's because they all bussin',
True.
bussin' that bussy.
Okay. I just had a peek outside. The gym has already turned us off.
Oh, whatever, Jim. What we talk about library for 5 minutes? Maybe we should talk
I don't know how
about.
long it's been off.
Maybe we should be talking
It's been a
about
while.
guns and MREs, dude.
Ew.
That's what I was
That's
talking
one of
about. That's what I was trying to talk about before we untangented. There's this channel where this guy just buys old MREs and just tries them out.
Yeah, one of the biggest. I mean, there are a bajillion reasons I wouldn't join the military, but one of the biggest is I'm not eating any of that fucking food. You know what I mean? Oh, it just
I
seems
could
so
choke down an
gross to
MRE,
me.
dude. I think I could eat one.
Well, okay, then join up.
I have other reservations about joining the military.
Yeah, well, that's one of mine.
Can I even
As I
get
said,
in? I'm
there are
fucking
others.
old. Do they want old asses that are
I
out of
don't know what
shape?
the cutoff is.
I probably couldn't even pass the training. We ain't young bucks no more, you know, Stas?
Well, I'm not trying to join.
Well, just saying,
I
like,
think. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, don't you like to know that you have the option to?
Maximum age less than 31 years old.
What? So I can't join the military even if I want to now?
Oh wait, it's different depending on the branch.
Okay, what are we talking about?
Each branch of the military has an age limit to enlist in active duty. Air Force is 17 to 39. So we can still join the Air Force. Well, I can for about a month.
Oh shit, dude. Maybe we.
Army is 17 to 35. Coast Guard is 17 to 31, so we can't join the Coast Guard.
I wouldn't
We
join
can't
them
the
anyways.
Marines. Navy is 17 to 39. We could join the Navy.
The Navy?
And we can join the Space Force.
No,
17 to 39.
no shot.
Yeah.
What do you think
Get your
they'd start
laser
us in?
cannon.
I hope I get it. I hope I get into an X-wing.
The Space Force. Could you just imagine? Oh my God! If we could just document us joining the Space Force,
Yeah, I don't think we'd get very far.
it would be. It would probably be. It would actually probably be the most boring shit. You're like, hey, monitor this satellite and shut the fuck up.
Yeah. You don't think they put us into like a G-force test?
No, me and you are on the ground, buddy, okay? They're putting the young bucks up there. You know what I mean?
Come on, man. I could pilot a B-wing.
No, we're getting a headset and a keyboard.
Yeah, we're the fucking the NPCs to the NPCs.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
We're just relaying messages back and forth.
The Air Force, they want someone who's gonna give them the biggest amount of airtime since training takes ages. That makes sense. God, we're old and we suck. Our life's behind us, Stas.
That's true.
It's all downhill from here. Are you turning 40 in a month?
Yes, I'm going to be 40 in June. Yeah.
Wait, June what?
June 21st.
Has it always been that?
Yes, that's always been my birthday.
That's crazy. June 21st. I thought it was earlier in the month than that. You're super close to my niece. My niece is June 24th.
What's she at? Oh, okay.
Is it? Wait, hold on. Now I'm questioning. Summer solstice?
I'm on the summer solstice. Yeah, that's right.
Is it the summer solstice every year, or is there change?
If you're into astrology, I'm a cusp baby. I'm like, sometimes I'm a Cancer and sometimes I'm a Gemini.
Why do you know that?
I don't know. You just kind of
do not say that's common sense.
I didn't say it was common sense.
You wanted to.
It's just, something you kind of learn after 39 years.
Okay, tell me this. All right, which two can you possibly be?
Cancer or Gemini.
Okay, and do you know which signs you are compatible with?
No.
Okay.
I don't know anything about astrology. All I know is that I was on the cusp.
Thank God. You're definitely more of a Cancer. Stop.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
I don't think it's good. It's never good to be Cancer. People used to call me that in video games. It wasn't friendly.
I mean, you wore it like a badge.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Remember we had that as the guild title in WoW, and they tagged us for it. It's like, bro, I remember being young and we were young, and I remember thinking like, that's so dumb. It's nothing, right? And now it's like, it is nothing, but also it's like, it's not. It's a little distasteful.
Okay, so to everyone who's listening, we used to be in a clan of Counter-Strike clan. I don't know why they call them clans, but they did. We're in a little gaming group.
You just hate saying that, don't you?
Our name was Nubcakes Cause Cancer. And my issue was never with the cause cancer part, right? It was with Nubcake. I can't stand that term. I had never heard it before, and I never want to hear it again.
Okay, well, just for the record, neither of us picked this name.
Yes, no, for sure. We joined the group, but that's the name they picked.
Wait, who did pick it?
I think Magic.
Just him? He's like, this will be it.
No, I don't know, man. I don't know the origins of the clan, and I don't really.
Who were the OGs? Like him and Bill, or?
No, there was that. There were two groups. That group, Magic, and then there was the Johnny. His username was Johnny Autism. It was his group.
Oh fuck! Even just saying that, the hesitancy in your name or in your voice. Somehow Johnny Autism. I don't remember Johnny Autism that much. He must have kind of. Who else was in his group? What other brave names were there?
Busty Cops.
Was it actually?
Yeah, we had a guy in the clan whose name was Busty Cops, and it's basically the name of a porn. Like, from that era.
Bro, remember Extreme with an X?
There was Extreme. He wasn't part of any faction.
No, he came later, but it was weird because he had a friend that wasn't in the clan that was kind of he had more controversial issues. Who was that? Do you remember that? He had like a long beard. Oh, I'm just vaguely
What are you
remembering this.
talking about?
Extreme had another, because
Yeah,
Extreme was old, right? We're all like, we
yes,
were all
yes.
like
He was
early 20s.
42.
Huh?
He was like 42.
Yeah, that means he's like 60 now.
Yeah. People get older.
That's wild. He was holding on to that gamer life at 40 before people even did that shit. You know what I mean? He was a
I'm
pioneer.
gonna be 40. What are you trying to say?
Yeah, but he did it in fucking 2001.
I know.
He walked so you could
he's
run,
no kid.
Stas.
Yeah, he did. Hats off to Extreme.
But he had a friend, dude.
Anyway, I don't want to get into the people that nobody in this channel knows aside from me and you.
Yeah, we did kind of go down a rabbit hole that
Yeah, I don't.
no one
I
can
tried
relate
to get you off of it, and you kept going down.
You can't control this brain,
I know.
Stas.
I can only steer the, ladies and gentlemen. I can only steer the ship so much. You
Yeah.
understand?
And the avalanche is gonna go where it goes.
God damn.
What was that guy's name though? Remember Phobos? Okay, I'm done.
I remember Phobos.
I'm done.
Yes, but we're done. Jesus Christ.
Relax, it ain't that bad. People like hearing about our meeting place.
I think they might be interested in an origin story, but not other people they don't know, and we barely remember.
Yeah, well, that just comes down to better storytelling. If you could
true.
tell a good story about Extreme,
How good of a storyteller are you?
I'm dog shit, but you're a librarian.
I mean, I don't know if that necessitates me being a good storyteller.
Well, you surrounded yourself with stories voluntarily. You fucking preach about how books are so good.
Tell stories, yeah.
And you do D&D campaigns and shit. I know you're writing scripts up all the time. You got it all.
I would agree. I'm somewhat of a storyteller, but I don't know if it has much to do with me being a librarian, is what I'm trying to say.
There's relation. There's correlation.
Okay.
You think you can be a good storyteller without reading books ever?
Yeah, it's possible, but it's...
Yeah, actually it is possible.
Reading books would help.
Yeah, it definitely is possible, because you always get those, like, you know, the hunter and fisherman who tell good stories.
Yeah, exactly. Or you find those guys, it's most of the time it's guys, those guys who like never learn to read, you know, and they're just like they're people.
Talk about like hobos, like a hobo storyteller?
No, they just like kind of like make it through life somehow to like 30 something years old and never have learned how to read, and they're just like fooling people the whole time.
War stories,
right?
Exactly, yeah. They're probably not reading a ton of books out there.
Good at like playing it off like they do know how to read. Those are good storytellers.
How are those good storytellers? How do you know?
Yeah, because they got to sell you, right? They're illiterate, yet they've accomplished so much. Just them relaying their life to you, they're a good storyteller, right? They have to be good persons.
Good people. Good people. Good people.
I'm a people person.
How many people have you ever met someone that's illiterate?
I don't know. Maybe.
Not that you know of, I'm saying.
Not knowingly. I didn't know they
neither
were
have I. But it still happens, like,
Yeah, it still happens.
More than you'd think. It's kind of wild.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do. Like, what would you do? Like, you're not doing any internet. You're not doing any books. I mean, I guess you do videos.
You're doing internet. You can figure out YouTube. You don't need.
Yeah, but how are you gonna fucking type out what you're searching for?
You don't. You just trust the algo.
What algo?
The algorithm, the recommended videos.
So you're just browsing thumbnails like from the main screen?
Or you get good at copy and pasting. Oh, this is a video I like. Maybe I'll just copy this and paste it into the search bar, and I'll get videos like it.
No shot. No. What? You think you could do that? Okay. Let's say you're on Korean YouTube and you find a clip or a video you really like, right? You think you're scrolling through like the comments or like
a good one.
Yeah. You think you can do that? You can scroll through the comments or like the details and find the word or two that you need to search, like copy and paste and to get more similar content?
I don't know. I mean, it would be interesting to try it out. I don't know. Maybe.
The only thing is we know like the layout of YouTube, so you know like, oh, this is the title that's in bold, so we could
Yeah, well, I
grab
mean, I
those.
feel like if you're illiterate, you'd have other means
Yeah,
of
you think
like
you got the
you would have
context
figured out
clues?
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
People seriously underestimate how literacy is a reasonably recent event. 100 years ago,
Yeah,
education was a luxury.
I mean, yeah, 100%. Public education is not that old.
And we've already
Before that,
fucked it up, haven't
you know,
we?
yeah, you think we're too educated? Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't. No, not at all. Maybe the other way a little bit. What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
You know, in my town, there's this little theater. It's like a quaint little theater. It's like a one theater, right?
Hmm.
And it's an old building, and they get movies a little bit later, but it's
Uh-huh.
like cheap. It's like $2 admission, right?
Right.
Have you ever heard of places like these, or because I've never
Yeah.
have? Oh, do you have some by
Sure.
you?
Yeah.
You ever go?
We have small theaters.
But they
Um.
specifically get stuff late, and it's dirt cheap.
I Yes, I've had them. I can't think of one specifically right now. I know we've had them in the past for sure.
Well, we have one. We have one like I could walk there probably, and
Right.
they're doing Super Mario Brothers soon. So I'm thinking, dude, that'd be a good one to go to.
Yeah, you're okay. So you're gonna pay $2, $8 popcorn.
No, I think
Who you going
everything's
with?
pretty cheap. I was thinking maybe I don't know. Luna and my sister and her kid. I feel like that'd be like a fun little excursion. But I don't know. Is 3 years old enough to sit through a movie? I don't know.
I don't know. Does she know who Mario is?
No, but it doesn't matter. It's a cartoon. Like it's she doesn't need to know who Mario is to enjoy the movie, right?
Um, maybe.
What do you mean maybe? You think you need to know who Mario is for it to enjoy the movie?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
So how do you so how do you ever enjoy any of the movies you watch that you have no history of the character?
I mean, yeah. Okay. Good point. Good point.
It's supposed to be good. Yeah, I heard it's supposed to be good too. Um,
I want to see the new D&D movie. I gotta figure out where the hell it's streaming
I
to.
think that's on. I think that's on. Is it Paramount or something like that? I saw that too. I didn't know
My
Chris
God.
Pine was in it. I like Chris Pine.
Yeah, he was in all the commercials.
I don't see Where would I see commercials?
I don't know. Twitch,
Where do you see
YouTube,
commercials?
Twitch.
You ain't watching that much Twitch, are you?
How do you know?
Are you?
Not really.
You've been watching Amaranth again, haven't you?
Please.
What? Please what?
Yes. No. No.
She
I
has good
haven't.
content. What can you say, dude?
No, she does not. I've
Oh,
seen snippets. I have seen snippets. I wanted to know what all the hubbub was about.
she too is a
It just
pioneer of
wasn't.
her own sorts.
It was like I don't understand what I mean. I understand why people are watching. That's I guess not the mystery. It's just I don't know why it holds anyone's attention is the problem.
Do you know how much money she makes?
A lot.
Like an absurd amount.
Yeah, an absurd amount. Yes, it's wild.
Like if you made like 1% of what she makes, you'd be making more than you make now.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's a lot. What do you want? What do you want to say? What do you want me to say about it?
I don't know. Like at that point, why keep doing it? Like what? How much money do you need for doing something? Like, do you think she really
That's an
likes doing it?
issue. Yeah, well, that's an issue with people who make a lot of money. They never understand what enough is, right?
Well, what do you think? What do you think happens? Like they're just like, I need more so I can live a higher life, or like I need
I
more so I
don't
can like
know. I
use it for stuff.
honestly, I've thought about this. I don't know because to me, as soon as I make a couple million, I'm done. Like I don't want to do things, you know what I mean? It's like I don't, or at least I don't want to do things for a job, you know? Like how entertaining, how exciting can sitting in front of a stream with a towel over you counting down like this is her stream is like she wears a towel right and she says if she counts to 100 or whatever she'll take it off or whatever but if people sub they go down a number. It's some wacky system. I don't understand it. Okay,
Bro,
but
she
you can't sit there for. It can't be exciting to sit there for hours and do this, or even to do more risque stuff. It can't be that fun over the long term. You know what I mean? Wouldn't you just rather do whatever you want? Wouldn't you just rather like watch a show or go
Bro,
to the park
okay,
or
get
play
this.
games?
Get this. So while she's doing her ASMR shit, apparently she watches movies and shit like that because she doesn't need to really pay attention to anything. She watches movies and shows and like watches
Okay,
other
I
Twitch
mean,
streamers.
I guess, right? Maybe if it's just so not much of a thing, she just does it and makes a ton. But I don't, there comes a point if I'm living comfortable, if I got my lazy river in my house, you know,
I would be
I don't
there, dude.
care
I would live in
anymore.
that
You
river.
know, I'm just doing my own thing. I want to be left alone for
Yeah,
a large
but
portion
well,
of
the other
the
thing is
day.
we're not go-getters, right? So like maybe being a go-getter making that bank, she's thinking, right, I can make all this money and then I can use it for other endeavors that are more fruitful or more rewarding, right? Like
I
I don't
guess,
whatever,
but she's
helping
already
women.
she's yeah, I understand that, but she's already well past the point where she can do that. You know what I mean?
Well,
She can already put that money towards something.
how much money do you think it takes? I don't even know,
I
right?
don't know, but man, it's like you don't even she could just make money off the she could just make money off her money now and
Yeah,
just use
that's
the interest to fund whatever. You know what I mean? That's how much she has. That she has enough to make money off the money and be fine and be wonderful.
imagine just like investing 100 million, you just get a million a year or whatever the fuck it would be.
Yeah, it's nonsense.
Oh wow. Let's get some money, Stas.
Yeah, well, I don't want to be a go-getter.
I know. I know.
Sucks.
It sucks. Well, it depends on what it is though. What if you could make that kind of money playing dating sims? How many dating sims can you play in a year?
A lot.
Let me ask you this. If someone paid
Well,
you
that's the thing. Well, the thing is, you're not really playing date. You're not making the money playing dating sims. You're creating content around that. You have to be an entertaining presence,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
Like if I'm playing a dating sim, I'm not making any noises. I'm not like whoop whoop. I'm not providing commentary as I'm playing.
Wow,
Like,
look at those
oh man,
bazongas.
what do we
Woo
think about
woo.
this one, guys? Uh-oh, she's telling lies again.
Do you think
Oh,
do you
I
think
don't know why I have that
wait,
voice either, but
wait, hold on, hold on. Could you do that? Cuz that would be great content. You know what I'm saying? Like if you try to like put on a act around playing a game, like would that completely ruin your experience of playing the game?
well, it would be different. I'm not sure if it would ruin it, but it might.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious. We're just like, dude, fucking look at the
Dude.
redhead.
Yeah,
She's
I
banging,
just
bruh.
play that would be kind of funny, but then again, I'm not playing a dating sim. I'm creating content. I'm playing a character who's playing a dating sim. You know, like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
today, guys, we're gonna be a surfer. We're gonna be just from Cali,
yeah.
you know, and we're gonna see what happens. You know, it's like,
Dude, you know what you
oh
should
man, I'm digging this girl's vibe. So
you know what you should do is okay. So we find someone on TikTok that's like big and has like or maybe has like a blow up TikTok, right?
uh-huh.
And then we get you to imitate their vibe, right? Kind of do an impersonation of them while playing a dating
Yeah.
sim, and that's your content.
Oh, okay. So I take big personalities and I pretend to be them going through
Yeah,
the sim.
yeah, or like viral
Okay,
TikToks. Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Like, oh, we'll see who, like, I'm doing Mizkif today or some shit. We'll
yeah,
see who he ends up with.
yep. People
I'm
would
not
eat that
sure I'd
shit
be into
up.
that. I know, but I don't know if that could do that.
It would be so good though.
I'm not an impersonator. That it would work if I was an impersonator.
Well, we'll just get you the AI, the AI voices. I mean,
Oh yeah. Well, then what am I even doing?
you're creating the dialogue and you're
I would
doing the
just be.
storytelling, Stas. You're
You
doing
gotta
this.
not.
You
Look
gotta
at this.
know.
Look at this. Look at her. I
How?
think she might be the one.
Oh, that would be good. I'd watch that.
Yeah. Walking does dating sims.
Yeah. You know what's
I
in?
can't. I can't even do it on Twitch. I mean, there's a lot of nudity.
Well, yeah. Well, no, it would just be. Here's the thing: you don't do it live, right? You get the clips, you find the good parts, right? And then you just edit. You blur out the nudity, right? You'd have to do some editing. You blur out the nudity and you put it on YouTube and get the
This
shorts.
whole concept seems. I agree that it could work. It just seems so cringe.
It'd be hilarious. It could be
Yeah,
hilarious. I
hilarious.
think you could ace it. 40's looking like a great year for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
you'll
it'll be
start
my maybe it'll be my year. Maybe life starts at 40 for old Stas.
old Stassi boy, eh?
Yeah.
And then I think it's interesting that Jim is one of our most hardcore fans and cannot wait for the podcast, but always leaves early.
I mean, maybe you just can only stand so much. I don't know.
You think it's my voice?
I think he might have even went to bed already.
What? What?
He gets up at 5.
Oh, I guess it is. Okay, you're an hour
He works on a
ahead.
military base.
Oh, he works
So,
on a military base?
yeah.
Oh shit, he probably could have told us all sorts of information about joining the military,
Yeah.
huh?
We'll get him on.
Maybe he
next
gets a
time.
sign-in
Well,
bonus, you know, you and I sign up.
Yeah.
Little recruitment bonus.
Well, he's out now. He's a civilian, so I don't
Oh,
know.
but he still works on a military base?
Yeah.
Is that classified
They have
information?
tons of civilian. They have tons of civilians working on on base. A lot of them are veterans. So
What about this, Stas? I know I'm
What?
like bouncing back and forth. What if you were a quality assurance tester for a company that made dating sims?
Okay, so quality assurance in the in non-gaming spheres make a lot more than people than QAs in like in
Gaming.
video game companies.
Yeah.
They get paid dog shit, so it probably wouldn't be hot.
Well, let's say you made 50 grand a year
I
doing
can
it.
make a living at what I do now. I don't think I'd be able to make a living
You don't think
at a
you
game.
can do 50 grand a year?
Well, why would I take a downgrade like that?
Well, because it's a job you like,
Well, yes,
potentially.
but no.
Now, you're saying with the squeeze.
QA is not it they're not, I mean that's the idea is that you're playing games all the time, but you're not. You're just doing dumb shit. You know. It's like, oh, I'm loading this game up, I'm holding down tab. Okay, well, when you hold down tab for 5 seconds, it crashes. So then okay, then we gotta log the bug. Okay.
Have you done QA?
It's
What's going on
it's
here?
yeah, I've done QA.
For what?
That's my job. I'm a my official title at my job is quality assurance analyst.
What? I didn't know that. I guess I don't know what I
Now you
thought you
do.
did.
Well, yeah, that's what I do. I test insurance software. It's
How is that?
gross.
Yeah, I
Makes
guess
me feel like
we
I
did
sold
have
my
this.
soul, but
We did have this conversation because I still can't fathom how you have how you can have 24 hours of work. But yeah, we had this conversation.
yeah.
Well,
Okay. I think we're okay. Anything else you need to talk about?
I thought there was something. I don't know. You excited for anything about the weekend? Got any plans?
Well, I'm going to see Bolt
Oh, that's this
and
weekend.
his kids. Yeah.
What about Clash?
Well, it's probably not going to happen. Maybe Sunday night,
How
because I'll
has
be
it?
coming back Sunday night.
When's the last time you saw the kids? A year ago? 2 years?
Yeah, like a year ago.
Did you go down there and visit since you've been in
Yeah,
Buffalo?
I stayed for like a week.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I remember that. Yeah.
It was I can't do that again though. Because I'm sleeping on the couch and that killed my back.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well,
And it's very hard to give up this bed, you know what I'm saying? But it'll be good to get down there for the weekend and
yeah. See the kiddos.
kids and yeah.
I think I'm doing a. Well, no, I think I'm doing a little family dinner here. I'm gonna make some meatloaf and taters. Ooh, I'm so pumped for that. I'm super excited for that.
Yeah. Nice.
Some veggies. Your sister must be missing you, huh? On Thursdays.
Well, I don't see we usually watch what's the voice?
Voice.
What's the what? No, not the voice. It's the one where they're in the costumes.
Deal or no deal.
No, what the
Dance with
fuck
the
they
Stars.
sing, but they're in the costumes.
Guess
Dancing
who's
with the
singing?
Stars is Dancing with the Stars is the normal, okay? But Dancing with the Stars was in the fall, and now in the spring it's the I forget. Why am I blanking on the name? We watch it every fucking week.
Dancer hit.
No, it's not dancing.
Who's that dirty dancer?
The Masked Singer. It's the Masked Singer.
Oh, okay.
Um.
Oh, Ninja was
we're
on
waiting. Who?
that. Ninja was on that
Oh,
one time.
Ninja. Yeah, cool. It's the hokiest show, but that's what we do on Thursday.
Yeah, I
That's
could
it.
never
I'm
watch
spending
that.
time with my sister and my brother-in-law.
Let me put it this way, okay? Lainey's
What?
like, hey, I want to watch this with you. I'm like, babe, you gotta pick a better show. I'll watch stuff with you, but I don't know about this one.
Okay, so let's we can split Lainey here. Let's say if Lainey was my girlfriend and she said that to me, my I would give her shit. I would complain about it, but I would watch it 100%. You know what I mean? I'd
I
be
mean,
like,
I'm sure
oh
she could.
come on,
It
the
depends on
best
how
thing,
persistent she is.
It would be like faux, not anger, but like faux exasperation or whatever, or faux annoyance or whatever. But I'd end up watching it because who cares? If she wants it, she wants to watch a show together. Fine.
Yeah, but
I mean, there are limits. There are some shows I'm like, oh no, no, oh no.
yeah. Well, I'm okay. I'm saying like if she's persistent, like persistence really gets me on things, right? When people make effort, like I'm more willing to cave to things that I wouldn't want to do.
Sure.
Which I don't know if that's a good trait or not.
Well, it could be. Yeah, it's probably neither. Probably good and bad.
Yeah, like because it definitely makes you prone to, being run down. But also, it's like for me, it's like okay, I see you making an effort. I see this is important to you, right? It's not just like a line on the wind. I don't know
Right.
I don't know what the fuck is that even a
Yeah,
saying?
you're not making sense.
A line on the. I'm not.
A line on the wind.
You said yeah, like it made sense
Yeah.
to you.
Uh-huh.
You knew what I was saying though.
Yeah, no, I get the gist of what you're getting at.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm pretty flexible with that sort of thing. I also, you know, I'm willing. I'm pretty easy about that. As long as we're spending time together, who cares?
Yeah, you'll be on the Steam Deck anyways.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'll be on the deck. Yeah, but who cares what she's watching?
Well,
And
if
she's like,
that's the
"What's
case,
this? Isn't this cute?" I'll be like, "Yeah, it's the best."
like I'm 100% like, we can hang out on the couch while I fucking.
I mean, if she wants me to be invested in something, then okay.
Yeah, that's
She
okay. I guess
only
that's
gets
how
so
I
many
was
of those
taking
a
it.
week. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like I can't be doing that every night. But
but like if I picked up an iPad, right, I'll sit there and fucking I'll draw while she watches right next to her, right?
right.
It'd be a great time for me. And I'll probably get sucked into it because I get sucked into anything because I'm an idiot.
Sure.
I'll be like, what's this guy doing on here? I thought he got booted off last week.
Right. Well, and yeah, of course, Lainey's the type who enthusiastically answers questions. You don't want one of them who's like, "Shut up."
Yeah,
Just
well,
you don't know anything that's happening.
well, if she says that, then I'm like, what am I doing here? Then, well, I guess I could just get lost in the art. Like, okay,
No,
haha.
then she'll just be like, "You're not paying. You never paid attention anyway."
Oh, she wants me to pay attention. I'm not paying attention to
She
shit.
resentful that you're on the iPad.
No, if that's the case, then no. Then
And
no.
there's the door tuts or what?
Well, not to that degree. I mean, obviously, there's a couple steps before that, right?
Oh,
But if she's gonna really dog on me that I need to pay attention to things that she watches like that, I'll be like, no.
how many shows? How many shows are your guys' shows? Before it's too many.
Like, are they consecutive? Like, are they being aired consecutively, or like what's?
No, in a week. What's the limit? I'm like, hey, you can't watch this without me, and I can't watch this without you, and we're going to watch it together.
Oh, well. So like we have a date night to watch this together.
Yes. How many of those can you stand? Let's say they're hour-long shows.
I mean, one is probably ideal, but like I could maybe push and do
One
like
a week?
yeah.
One show?
An hour-long show? Yeah, I don't need to be watching 14 different shows together. I could be
is leaving your ass. She's gonna start texting her coworker, and then you're done.
We don't need to sit there and watch like we're both like invested into the show.
Yeah. One
Yeah,
is low, bro.
But it depends on what the show is. Like if it's something that we both really like, there could be 2, 3, maybe. Yeah, there could be more. But I don't. What are you looking for? Like 5? You can watch 5 shows together?
I mean, my limit is way more than one.
But here's my thing. I don't know what you mean by limit. I don't even watch like the only shows I watch are shit that I fall asleep to that I don't have to like invest into. When Game of Thrones was out, I watched that every week with my siblings, my family. That was a thing that we did. Like I don't know. I don't watch that much during the week
I used to I used to plank during the opening credits.
of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
So,
That's like
so
a
every time
2-minute
you hear
fucking.
that, your stomach gets all sore
That
nowadays.
used to be, yeah. It used to be. It's like a 2-minute intro. It's so long.
Did you get through the whole? You planked the whole thing?
Yeah, I could plank. I used to be able to plank the whole thing. I probably couldn't now, but I used to be able to.
That's impressive. Oh, that was you were 30 then.
Yeah, I was a younger man.
Yeah, but a younger man with less options.
Yeah,
Yeah,
40's my year.
Well, 30 is when women are still settling down for the first time. 40. Now they're either at the end of the basket
I mean, the
or
thing is that now we're coming back to this topic. The thing is, I need a woman who's kind of been around the block. I need a woman who knows what she wants, right? She's
that doesn't mean she
experienced
needs
the
to have been
bad.
around the block.
Because that's not because then she understands my good sides. You know what I mean? She understands all those good things that I have on paper, right? Because a woman who hasn't learned that low drama is good is not going to be for me. You know what I mean?
You think women inherently like high drama until they learn that?
No, some do, some women absolutely want all the drama possible, and they're not happy unless they're in the middle of a fucking shitstorm. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that's even the. I'm not even saying that's the majority of women,
You're
but
saying
we
that's
have to admit. I mean, that's just with some people in general. Like, it's just some people crave that shit.
and it's typically women.
Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm saying that for you.
No, those words are coming out of your mouth.
Yeah, but I know where
Can
you're
you just
going.
own something?
I own you every day of my life.
I don't know what that means.
What do you mean you don't know? In video games, I own you. I pwn you. Is that better?
Oh yeah, okay. You weren't. That wasn't what you were going for.
For sure it was.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? I was trying to say like I own you, like you're my slave.
Yeah, maybe you were. Maybe this is like maybe you found me in a shop in the caves.
Well, if that's the case, you're a terrible slave because you're back talking too much.
Oh,
Yeah, and you'll be punished for that later.
This whole thing falls apart, and just let it be.
Yeah, well, that's why it's obvious that that's not the meaning we're talking about.
No, fine, but we don't even play competitively against each other, so I don't even know what. It doesn't make sense.
Stas, we play competitively against each other every day of our lives. It's called life.
Oh yeah, we're competing. Competing for what?
Laney.
The affections of Lainey.
Yeah.
Well, she's from my brain, bro. So I'm at the advantage, I think.
Oh, really? Because she's from your brain, but she's for me. She's into me. This is my girlfriend. All right, so you better back off, bub.
Fine. I'll think of a better one.
No, you have to think of one naturally. You can't. It can't come from the seed of having to be better than Laney. This has to be a natural process.
My imaginary girlfriend is gonna blow your imaginary girlfriend out of the water.
No.
Out of the imaginary water.
No, that's bullshit. And you know it. This has to be a natural process. Give Dobby a sock. Yeah, I'm gonna put a sock in Stas's mouth. Keeps back talking me like this. Okay, we're ending. They're getting
What
a
do we got?
little
We got
squirrely.
any homework this week?
Homework. Yeah, I got homework for you, buddy. You ready?
What's up? Yeah.
I want you to this is your mission. It's a mission, not homework. You're going to try to eat as many Flintstone vitamins as you can
Without alerting Bolt that something weird is going on?
Yeah. We're going to see how many you can get in without the kids or Bolt or Heather knowing.
That's my mish.
Yeah.
God, I can't wait. I forgot about the Flintstone vitamins, but damn, they're so good.
I don't like what do you think is a realistic? And here's the thing. Okay, obviously here's the rule, right? You can only take one at a time per opening of the. Do you take one or two?
One.
Yeah, one. So you only take one each time you open it. Okay. And you have to put it back and interact with someone before you can take the next one.
Oh, so I can't just have 20 at night when they go to bed?
Exactly. So you have to interact with anyone before you can go and take another one.
Shit. That's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be good.
I don't see. I don't even know what a realistic number is. 10.
Yeah, I don't know either. But
I mean, it's
I
over the
don't know the
course of an entire
household,
weekend.
right? You're gonna.
It's a pretty small house.
Sorry, Bolt. Like I don't know. My IBS is flaring up. I'll be back again. I'll be right back. Just
I can't. They no. The living room and the kitchen are right next to each other. Open concept,
oh really?
and that's where everybody is.
Well, where are the vitamins? Is it like in the snack
They're
cupboard?
in
Is
the
it
fridge.
in the
I don't
fridge?
know why they're in the fridge. They're in the fridge.
Are they hard or gummies?
They're cold. No, they're not gummy. No, the gummy vitamins, gross. Flintstone vitamins are hard.
Well,
Bitch.
I don't know. Why would they be in the fridge?
I
Gummies,
don't
maybe.
know. He probably read some shit about their potency is increasing the fridge. I don't know, man.
That actually sounds exactly what that's exactly sounds like what Boy did. That is spot on.
Yeah, he watches YouTube videos like that.
Bro, oh, I didn't. Okay, real quick story before and okay, so I think it was Thursday or Friday last week. I was still kind of not well, right? I still feel an ick, and it kind of hit me later at night, and so I crawl in the bed, and I'm like, ah, this fucking sucks. I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'll feel better in the morning. I know I'll feel better in the morning. I just need to sleep, and I'm laying there, and I had the tingly legs, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Am I like, what is happening? And I immediately thought of Bolt, obviously.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, you and Bolt via you.
Right.
But I'm like, okay, I can't give a shit about this. I'm just, whatever. I'm gonna die. But yeah, I went to bed, woke up, and then I was fine or whatever. I felt better. I was still kind of sick, but the next time I went to bed, right, the next night, I'm like, oh God, is this gonna happen again? You know what I mean? Like a little anxiety about it.
About it now.
Yeah,
it's in your head.
But it didn't. So it's all good.
Okay.
But I don't know. It was weird. Like just like it wasn't like it was falling asleep, right? Like you'd think like it's like the prickliness of like a foot falling asleep or something like that, or the numbness. It wasn't that. It was just kind of like tingly. Yeah. So I hope I don't have whatever Bolt has.
Well, I hope so either. You're going to be going to tons of doctors trying to figure it out.
Is he still going to the doctors?
No, he's got it kind of under control. I don't know, but he went through a huge, long process.
Yeah. I mean, did he fix it, or he just kind of accept like, oh, this just is it, and it's not that big of a deal?
I don't know if it's 100%. I don't know, to be honest. I'd have to ask for an update. But I think it's mostly managed.
Does he know what it is?
No, I don't think so. Like neuropathy or something. I don't know. Like I don't know if he knows what caused it or is causing it or whatever.
Huh. Probably a bee sting from when he was
the human body's a weird little fucking thing.
Yeah. It's really weird to think about that. They're like, when I think about how there's some things that are irreparable with the body, like, right, like you think like if you cut off your finger, like, or whatever, in a bad way, the finger's gone, right?
Yeah.
But like when you think about it, like internally, you're like stuff like that can happen. That's spookier to me for some reason.
Sure.
Not that I want to lose a finger, but like if all of a sudden you have, because actually, so I have tinnitus in one ear, and I think like, so I've read that that's actually like one of your ear hairs have been damaged, and so somehow it's just like constantly firing off the signal that you're hearing that, and that's why you hear this ring. Yeah, so it's like irreparable damage, I guess, or sometimes is. It's like, well, I don't know, how did that happen? I've only been using headphones gaming at loud, volume for half my life. How could this happen to me?
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah. All right. Oh, I don't know. All right. Let's end it. I'm rambling.
Gentlemen, thank you for listening. If you've made it this long, if you haven't, you don't hear us, obviously. We will be back next week unless somebody has listeria, and
I hope it's you this time.
See you then. Yeah.
Stay away from the sticky deli meat.
That, don't you? So just so you could play more League, you want me to cancel the fuck up podcast?
No.
Yeah.
No, it's a good way to get me off of League.
All right. Shut her down, bitch.
All right. See you later, chat. Thanks for hanging out.